Good morning. Okay, today we will discuss another concept, which fetches 10 marks. This chapter, the second chapter, it is dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation. This is the second chapter. Minimum, the question is only one question you will get. That question is the frequently, that is the only question they are going to ask in the exam, because no other questions they can frame, because it is the only question available from the chapter. It is only 1 hour. You can very easily you can score that particular question, but you have to study that. That concept you have to understand that. Okay. Okay. In dynamic memory, we have two types. Okay. Memory allocation, we have two types. One is static, another is dynamic. Static memory allocation, already we have discussed that it does have drawbacks, right? Because the memory is allocated during compile time and there is a wastage of memory and you can't decide how much memory you want to have it for your program. And even though you have the memory, chances are there the memory may be wasted because you are not going to use the memory locations fully. For example, in arrays, you have seen if you have arrays like this A of 20, you may not use all the 20 locations. You may use 5 locations, the remaining 15 locations will be wasted. For example, you have 20 locations. When the program is running, if you want to increase the memory size, that you want more memory, which you can't do it. Okay, so these are the problems happens in static memory allocation. The memory allocation is allocated during compile time. Okay, in dynamic memory allocation, it is runtime. Okay, runtime. The program is running, you can increase the size of the memory, or else if you don't want memory, you can give back to the memory, back to the system. Okay, this is runtime, and we say memory size is not fixed here. You can take as many depending upon the availability of the memory. You can take the memory block and you can, if you don't want it, you give the block to back to the system. So this is runtime and is fast. Okay, you can use it. This is achieved through pointers. And to achieve dynamic memory allocation, C library, C provides built-in functions through which you can allocate memory dynamically. Okay, those are 4 functions: malloc, calloc, realloc, and free. Okay, those things you have to study. Okay, we'll study all the concepts. So dynamic memory means dynamic memory allocation. You have C library provides malloc function. Malloc. People used to say like that. You can spell like that also. Malloc. Malloc. It's a function. C alloc. V alloc. And free. You should know the names of these functions, first of all. So in order to run all these functions, you should have a particular header file in a C library, that is stdlib.h. This header file is, what is a header file? Is a collection of functions, right? So this header file provides the ready-made code to run all these functions. So C library must have this header file in order to support all these built-in functions to which you can allocate memory dynamically. Okay, so we'll discuss all the dynamic memory allocation functions. Okay, so first we'll study malloc. Malloc function. What is malloc will do? It allocates the memory block of requested size. Whatever, how much memory you want to have, you can request that, and the system gives that much of that capacity of the memory to you, and that block you can use it, and it returns a pointer point to the first byte of the block. Okay, first you should understand syntax and example for all the functions, syntax, example, and definitions, explanation, how it works. Okay, so malloc function, this allocates memory block. The memory block you can have, there's a huge heap of memory where you can take one block for your use. Okay, so allocates a memory block and pointer, it returns a pointer. It gives a pointer means address, point to the first byte of the block. The block contains what? Collection of bytes, right? And pointer points to first byte of the block. So what is envelope? Syntax will study. This is the minimum explanation that you have to write. Syntax. First one is data type. Data type. Okay. Then what is next one? Data type. I will write here. Just you write note on this. I will write on this. So malloc syntax. So pointer name is equal to data type star malloc. Malloc in bracket byte size. So this pointer name is pointer. Always it allocates a memory block and returns a pointer. And this pointer points to the first byte of the block. What this function will do? Example, I will see. For example, you can give any name. PTR, I will say. You can give any name. Is equal to int star malloc. For example, I write like this. So it allocates a memory block of 50 bytes. It's a collection of bytes. Okay, and having starting address, right? For example, 1000. And this PTR holds the address of the first byte of the block. This is the first byte. There are 50 bytes like this. So all are integers. Int star means it allocates a block and returns a void pointer. Then the void pointer it is not knowing that what exactly the contents of the block earlier. Then you have to typecast it with the help of int star, float star, character something. So if you say like this, int star means all are integers. The block contains collection of integers. Okay. So PTR points to the first byte of the block. Size of the block is 50. So this is the byte size of the block. Data type is any basic data type. It may be integer, it may be float, it may be character. Pointer name is PTR. It points to the first byte of the block. So this is the syntax. This is the example. And this is the diagrammatic explanation you have to write. We will consider one or another example. You can write like this. Suppose the size of the integer maybe, you see, it depends on the compiler also. Some 32-bit compiler, it is 2 bytes. For 64-bit, it is 4 bytes, like that. Then what happens is, PTR is equal to all are integer, n star, malloc. For example, I write like this, 5 into size of int. So size of operator, size of a function is what? It returns the integer capacity, size of integer based on the compiler that you are using in your system. Suppose it is 2 bytes, 2 into 5. So 10 bytes block. It returns 10 bytes. 10 bytes. and PTR is pointing to the first byte of the block having some address. Whatever. Suppose if I write here 10, what is the capacity of the block? 10 into 2, 20 bytes block. Okay, all are integers. PTR points to the address of the first byte of the block. So this is you have to remember. So malloc is, that's all. Nothing is there. Okay. Regarding calloc, what is it allocates multiple blocks. Allocates multiple blocks. And each block of same size. And returns a pointer points to first byte of the first block. So this is you have to guess. Explanation that you have to give. Okay. So in malloc, it allocates a single memory block, but it allocates multiple blocks, 10 blocks, each block of different same size, and a pointer points to the first block, first byte, like that. Okay, this is you have to remember. And what is the syntax? I will write syntax. Same here. PTR is pointer point to the first byte of the first block. Assume that all are integer. Then star calloc. For example, there are 5 blocks. 5 comma. Size of integer, for example, size of int. Like this. So what this will do, it allocates 5 blocks. All are how many bytes? 5 blocks. How many bytes? 2 bytes. Okay, a lot of it. And the PTR points to first block, first byte of the first block. So it is like this. So calloc is also allocating multiple blocks, and each block is of same size, and the PTR points to address of the first byte of the first block. So ಇದನ್ನ saying nothing is there. We can write, for example, if I write here 10 means what? 10 comma 10 blocks. 10 into all are 12. For example, if I write like this 10 comma 50. What does it mean? It allocates 10 blocks, 10 blocks. Each block size is 50 bytes. Andre blocks in the memory, it allocates from the heap, reserve area is there in the computer. It takes 50 blocks, 10 blocks, and each block capacity is 50 bytes. And the PTR points to the address of the first byte of the first block. Okay, this is you have to remember. So you can write like this also. Okay. Is it clear? Yes or no? You have to go through the notes, study the notes. For example, I will write one small program. So create a dynamic array using malloc. Dynamic memory array and ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಮೂಲು array create ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Array of integers like this. So how to create that? Main execution starts main int star ptr n comma I. So like this. ಇಲ್ಲಿ array declare ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. I'm not declaring array. Dynamically you can create the this thing array here. Okay. So we'll do that. So clear screen. So here PTR is equal to okay int star. This is dynamic memory allocation. malloc. malloc ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಸೈಜ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ n comma n. okay, n into ಅಂತಾನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. n into size of int. So what is n here? N you have to read from the keyboard. Okay. Here you read it. Scanf. The size of the array. Address of n. N may be, for example, 5 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 5 into ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 into 2 10 bytes block. Okay, 10 bytes ಇರುತ್ತೆ block. So now what you are going to do here? Printf input array elements. Use the loop for I is equal to 0, I less than n. I less than is how much? N. I plus plus scanf percentage d ptr plus I. This is what we have studied now. So print model. How it works? That's all. Okay. You see, PTR is one block create ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. How many block in? For example, 5. 5 into 2, 10 bytes block. This is 10 bytes. 10 bytes only you can store integers. Okay. Input array elements for I equal to 0, 0 less than n. N is what? 5. 0 to 5 elements. I want to store 5 elements. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So PTR is pointing here. Now, so PTR is what? For example, this is 1000. 1000. So 1000, okay, when I is 0, PTR plus I under 1000 plus 0, 1000. Whatever the value you type on the keyboard. For example, if you type like this in the keyboard, monitor type ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. For example, 5 elements type ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. 100, 45, 30, 20, 1. So when I is 0, 1000 plus 0, 1000 plus 0 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? 100 ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. When I becomes I is 0, 0 ಅಂದ್ರೆ next 1. I becomes 1, 0 is 1. 1 less than 5 is true. So this is 1000. 1000 plus 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 bytes. 1002. ಅಂದ್ರೆ this is second location. ಇದು 1000 ಇದ್ರೆ ಇದು 1002, ಇದು 1004, 1006 like this. Second location element ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? 45 ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. When I becomes 019, 2 less than 5. 1000 plus 300, 3 into 2, 6. 1006. 1006 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು? 1002, 4 ಗೋ ಆಯ್ತು. ಯಾವ್ದು? 4 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? 30 ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. 6 ಗೆ 29. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ 1. ಅಂದ್ರೆ when I is 0, 1000 plus 0 ಗೆ first element. When I is 1, 1000 plus 1 into 2, 1002. 1002 ಗೆ 45. When I is 2, 2 into 2, 4, 1004. 1004 ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್. ಇದು ಈ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ 30. When I is 2 ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? 3 into 2, 6. 1006 ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? 20, whatever it is. ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 20 ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 20. When I is 4, 4 less than 5 is 2. 4 into 2, 8. 1000 plus 8 is 1008. 1008 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್. 1008 ಗೆ 1. This is how it works. Print ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Same for I is equal to 0, I less than n. N is 5. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ scanf ಬದಲು printf ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Percentage d. ಇಲ್ಲಿ PTR I ಬದಲು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? The value of PTR less. This is what we have studied now. This is dynamic memory allocation. You are not declaring any array. Through pointers you are accessing and you are storing all the values into the array, creating dynamically, and you are taking the elements from the array and printing out on the monitor using this. There are two things you have to remember: PTR plus I, value at star PTR plus I. Declaration is and important is this one. You have to create dynamically memory allocation. So once this is executed, memory block is created of size what? Whatever the size that you have read from the keyboard. For example, 10 into size of integer 2, 20 bytes block. 20 bytes only 20 bytes and you can store what? All the integers. Read from the keyboard. I0, I less than. For example, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10, less than 10. 10 into 2, 20 bytes. 10 integers you can store. So you can read similarly PTR plus 5, PTR plus 0, PTR plus 1, PTR plus 2, like this. If you want to print, this is the, it is in the lab ಇದರಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ this program to create dynamic memory using pointers. Is it clear? Okay. Another two functions are there. In the next class, I will discuss that. That is which one? CL realloc and free. I will show you the program now. Just a minute. Just a minute, I will show you. Where is that your group? Just uploaded the this thing. Okay. Here only you see this program. So this is you have to go through it. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದು ಸಿ ಅಲಾಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ರಿಯಲ್ ಲಾಕ್ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಫ್ರೀ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸರಿ. Okay, and this I will show you the program. Just a minute. These are the programs. ಇದು ಡೈನಾಮಿಕ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್ ಇದು. You just go through it. First line, PT start. ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅದೇನೆ. Input array size, read value, PTR is equal to int star, malloc n into n ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ value. So you go through this. This is the program you have to do it. ಮನೇಲಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದ್ರೆ you can do it. Okay. ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮು? ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಇದು ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಇದು 4th ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದು, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಇದೇ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗಳು ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಇದೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದ್ರ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮು ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ಸ್, ಅದು ಆಯ್ತು. ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಡೈನಾಮಿಕ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಬೈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಕಾಲ್ ಬೈ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದುವೇ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್, you see this, I will show you. So this is the important point you have to understand. Andre this is pointer to functions idu, gottaita? So this contains what? Address of function add na PTR. So I will explain in the class, don't worry when you come to the. Okay. We'll meet in the next class. Okay pa, sarina? Okay, right. Thank you.